Welcome back, 1010. Did you hear that? It's the final countdown. We made it, guys. You only have 2 more weeks of instruction, and then you are done with summer semester. Congratulations. You're welcome if that's stuck in your head for the rest of the day. So welcome back, everybody. We are in week 11 textiles. And if you take a look, we really only have 1 more week of instruction and lecture, which is the 14th. If you happened to miss the video last week, I opened it up early, Module 12, Design Styles. It's a really short one so that you can fit it in whenever it's convenient for you. So after Module 11, Textiles, again, we only have Module 14 to go through. And it's kind of a big week, so hang in there with me and I will go through what we're going to be doing this week. We will be going over different types of fabrics and textiles, construction, selection, man-made versus machine-made. And so your assignment this week, I have an example from last semester. You will have a total of 3 fabrics that you are going to do an analysis on. So here's an example of the front and back. Here's a second analysis of the front and back, and then a third example of the front and back. And essentially what we want to have you guys do is to go through, tell us how it's made, the material, where it's most suited for, and we also want you guys to think about your final project with this as well, because part of your final project will be to help select some fabrics for your client. And so if you wanted to do, kind of a 2 bird, 1 stone, it would be great for you guys to think about your final as you're working on this. So textile 1 and 2, construction, fiber, and finish, and then an analysis. Essentially you do that 3 more times. Please see that right here. Why is this a good choice for your client for your final project? So that's just for one of them. This is your main assignment, and as usual, you'll have a quiz. It's a really short one this week. But over here, I'm skipping back to your client profile, the first step of the final project. This was done a few weeks ago. And now we're to the point where we have all the information we need to go ahead and finish our final signature assignment, which is your client presentation. So we've got a few examples here. Here are some analog examples. These were boards that were completely done by hand. And then we have the most common, digital boards that people do, especially for this class. And you can see that part of it is to pick out the interior finishes. So you'll have until the end of the semester, which is only about 2 weeks left, to finish this up. And you'll see that you have your client profile and design program, a floor plan, furniture selection, fabric selection, some wall and flooring finishes, accessory selections, and as usual, just we wanted to see good quality and design when it came to your presentation. And then just 1 more extra care and effort given to presentation. We want it to look like it's not something you threw something together last minute, but you really spent some time and thought on it to make it look cohesive. So please keep that in mind. This is your final signature project. It's worth 150 points, and so you've got 2 weeks, so spend a good amount of time on this final project because it does count so much. You can see it's really the culmination of everything that we've gone over in this class. Now what you get to do is put everything that we've taught you into practice and show us how you're going to apply it onto this final project. So that's it for this week. Just a peek ahead. The last thing that we'll be working on is special considerations in design. And most of this has to do with ADA, sustainability, and then the last thing you'll do next week will be your e-portfolio last submission, as well as a final exam. So I will go over more of that next week. Thanks to everybody who reached out to me this week to get in some late assignments. I'm happy to open those up for you guys. The last day to turn in any late assignments in will be the end of this week. The reason why that is I will have a lot of final grading to do, so I want to get everything from the past done before then. So again, have a great week. Great job this semester and keep up the good work. You're so close to the finish line.